On a daily basis, we walk, we run, we play. In all these activities, we are bringing some object at rest. Means it's not moving, or bringing it in motion. Motion means movement. What is this called? What are we actually doing? We are actually applying force. But what is a force? Let's find out. When a push or pull is applied to an object, it is called force. So look at this image. These two boys are applying force on an object. One is pulling, other one is pushing. Now the question may arise, what is push or pull? Push. Push is the force that moves an object away from something. If you're kicking a football, the football is going away from you. So this is a push. Pull is the force of bringing an object closer to you. When you are dragging the box is coming closer to you, nearer to you. When you're opening the door, you are applying the pull force. You are pulling the door. So the door is coming near to you when you are opening the door. What are the effects of force? A force can move a stationary object. Stationary means object at rest. If you kick a stationary ball kept on a ground, the football starts moving. The force of foot makes the stationary football to move. With the application of force, you can move the object if the object is at rest. Second case, a force can stop a moving object. If you are playing a football and there is a goalkeeper, he or she always stop a moving football. How is he able to stop a football? By the application of force. A force can change the speed of a moving object. In the game of cricket, cricketer is catching a ball, hits by a batsman. So in this case, he is applying his force to stop the speed of a moving ball. Force can also change the shape and size of an object. Look at the image. This man is trying to change the shape and size of a rubber band. So with the help of force, you can change the shape and size of so many different objects. Force can change the direction of moving object. When a batsman hits a ball, it changes its direction. So force can change the direction of any moving object. Isaac Newton was a physicist and mathematician who developed the laws of motion. This describes the relationship between a body and the forces acting upon it and its motion in response to that force applied on it, that force act on it. Newton's first law of motion, an object that is sitting at rest will stay at rest, and an object that is in motion will stay in motion until a force acts upon it. Let's see the example. This ball is at rest, will remain at rest until and unless this ball is kicked by a man. So this man has kicked the ball and the ball starts moving, so bringing the object in motion. So according to Newton's first law of motion, the object at rest will remain at rest until and unless a force acts on it. Let's move to the second example. Newton's first law of motion states that object in motion will remain in motion until and unless a force acts on it. This man is driving his bicycle and he has suddenly fallen down. What is the reason behind this? Because he is hit by the wall. The wall has applied force on it and the bicycle has stopped running. So by the application of force, you can change the object which is moving in rest. So with the help of application of force, you can change the object which is in motion at rest. Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass, what is a mass? Mass is a quantity of stuff present in anything. What is the meaning of acceleration? Acceleration means anything, any vehicle which is gaining speed. Look at this image. This girl is riding her bicycle. Just with the help of her leg muscles, she is applying force on the pedals. The amount of force increase, the speed of bicycle will increase. So greater the force, the greater the speed of bicycle. Second example, the greater the mass, the greater the force needed to move the object. Look at this boy is thinner, so its body weight, its body mass is less. So less force is needed to move this thin boy. But look at this man, he is heavy, so his body mass, his body index is more. So more force is needed to move this thick man, this heavy man. So the greater the mass, the greater the force needed to move anything. Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. You are daily walking everywhere, you are going everywhere. So what are you doing in this case? You are putting your foot on ground and you are applying a force on the ground. In return, ground is also applying force to your foot. So ground is pushing you to move forward. It is a action. You are pushing the foot to move backward. It is a reaction. With the help of this Newton's third law of motion, you are able to walk on the ground. Second example, if you're sitting on a chair, our body exerted downward force on the chair and the chair also apply a force, upward force on the body. If these two forces are not there, this action and reaction are not there, what would happen? The chair would collapse and you would never be able to sit on a chair. I think it's clear now. Thank you.